Hey, good morning, and we're here with the latest eFootball 2025 update. I just want to walk through what is new, and it looks like there's some pretty good changes so far. Okay, so they added Showtime aerial fort guys, so a lot of big center backs here that are going to be good in the air. I think they look pretty good, and they give you a free spin. So there it is right there. And this is maybe the coolest thing that they've added this update. They added N'Golo Kante with a fortress player skill in the penalty game that they have. They also added a voting campaign here. You get to pick your favorite play style. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. This new update also means a new match pass as well. So for the value match pass, you get Victor Gyökeres, who I think is actually probably not a bad player to get. And then the other player here on the premium selection would be Cole Palmer. I think he doesn't look too bad. 29 levels, that's pretty solid. I don't know if I need either one, but maybe it'll fit one of your teams instead. We'll go ahead and take our daily penalty here, and then I want to show that N'Golo Kante. Okay, so as mentioned, they added more people to the daily game box. They just mentioned N'Golo Kante, but it looks like they added a couple more players. This Julian Alvarez seems to be new. He looks all right. Bernardo Silva, I think he looks maybe a little bit better than him. Gvardiol, can't gain very many levels, don't know if he's the best player. And then Vitor Baía. So finally, they have a decent goalie in here. I don't think he's necessarily the best player, but for a free goalie, not too bad. And then last but not least, this N'Golo Kante. He can gain 39 levels, and I think he looks like an absolute monster. So this is who everyone's gonna hope to go for. That's who I want to get, especially on this free-to-play team here. Before we go through the special players and do our free spin, I also want to go through the packs here. They did add another coach. So they did add Frank Rijkaard. They didn't add any other players, but I think he will be the most interesting coach that they've added because he is the most meta play style. So he is long ball, counter, and possession game. I think a lot of people will probably get this guy for free. The booster, though, is low pass, which I think is not very good. Even Lampard can give balance, which I think is maybe a little bit better than low pass, in my opinion, maybe. But definitely for a quote-unquote free manager, really not a bad pickup there, and I think a lot of people will be very happy with him. Okay, so we will do our free spin here at Aerial Fort. We'll see if we can have any pack luck there. Fingers crossed. Perfect. The exact player we wanted. Now, they did add more players for the worldwide. Jude Bellingham looks like the best player in this pack. They did have Anthony Gordon, Cody Gakpo, and Savinho, and Mbeumo, of course. This Martinez probably is not too bad either. There's some solid players here. I think some people were expecting Leao, but I still think this Jude Bellingham looks pretty good, and this Anthony Gordon's not too bad either. Just going down the list here, they did add mid-season MVPs, so these are the nominating players that we can choose from. And so I think they look okay. Pedri's probably the best of the bunch here. He can only gain 28 levels though, which I think is not necessarily the best. Saliba can gain 35. Hakimi doesn't look too bad, but there's so many good right backs in the game right now. De Gea is maybe not a bad choice either, but he can only gain 23 levels. And honestly, Pedri and Gravenberch are the two best players here. And then these are the other nominating contract players that they've added. So these are the nominating contract players they've added for the Turkish league, and these are the Asian qualifying players as well. The fact that they can gain levels, I think, makes it a little more interesting. Maybe there is a need for one of these lower level guys that you can customize him to fit your team. Last but not least, I want to look at the objectives here, and here's what they have so far. So the last two free spins we're going to get for David Villa and company are going to be versing the AI. Looks like we get one after 28 games and then another one after 36. Nothing crazy here. The PvP, again, no free spins there, so maybe not the biggest priority, and they did not add another dream team here. Even if you only got up to what I did, 3 out of 4, you still got everything you could there, and then the last one is just an item selector, which I don't think is quite as pressing. No new items in the exchangeable players shop or anything else, really. I was hoping we would get some more players or something there. Definitely think the best part of this whole update was N'Golo Kante, but I'm curious what you all think. But anyway, I appreciate you watching. I will have another update soon. Thanks for watching and have a great day.